If there was ever a time for young people to be politically active in America, this is it.
Klein for president!
I support Dr. Klein because he believes what I believe.
And I am a state correspondent for K-Rights Radio. I am also on the exploratory committee for Dr. Mark Klein.
How I first found out about it was actually through another organization we hooked up with. It said, hey, this guy's here for fathers' rights and cares about fathers and children's and family equality.
I support that, and so I'm here to support Dr. Klein.
I am appalled that so many of you can't afford to live independently, can't have your own apartment, can't make enough money to get married, raise your children.
We need somebody real to take over this country.
I am very upset at the lack of opportunity for housing costs, cost of education, being able to afford to get married, raise your children.
Let's say that your custody case was in another county. You live in this county, your custody case is in this county. You're still two plaintiffs. You would join two class actions. You would join this one because you're a taxpayer paying taxes to this county that's spending your tax dollars.
By the way, I'm a psychiatrist, so I'm also running as a national shrink.
Get rid of the career politicians, who I think are a source of a lot of the corruption that goes on. And you're going to find that a lot of local prosecutors who are career politicians who just look to make headlines and get elected all the time, they're the ones that are behind demonizing dads. Now, I'm a divorced dad myself.
Civil rights bill. If someone makes a false accusation, and certainly if they got jailed,
that's a big issue. I'd like to know what the judge's view is.
We haven't.
My name is Dr. David Hartsuch, candidate for Iowa Senate District 41 in East Davenport, Bettendorf, and Riverdale. I think it's essential that children have access to their fathers, and that's why it's important that our courts realize that we must maintain the integrity of families and the influence of both parents in the lives of their children.
Let you know we have people here in Iowa that believe in equal rights for dads.
John Cat, Des Moines.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Thank you.
So you want to make any statement for our guys?
You make a statement on record that you support our cause? Go ahead.
Say, I'm glad to see all of the fathers out here standing up for rights for fathers, and especially as a state senator with these issues and within the Department of Human Services, I have carried these issues sometimes clear to the top of the organization, and it's been frustrating to me to try to get the rights for fathers. But the way the laws and the way the regulations are written, it is a very difficult task, and I do believe that there's a bias against fathers, and I think we need to correct that bias.
We need to have study groups on judicial tyranny, because all of these are common sense issues. We cannot let the judge get rid of the under God and the Pledge of Allegiance or the Ten Commandments.
With respect to reforming family law, fixing the problems in divorce court, that ultimately will strengthen families by taking away the incentives for divorce.
It's so important that the American people get themselves able to talk about these judicial issues, so that you know how you can interrogate the candidates and know who to support.
If I am in the White House, number one, I am going to put an end to this stopper that is destroying the American family.
I basically got involved in the father's rights movement because of what happened with my husband. And also, I'm the stepmother to the invisible child.
Got involved, liked what he had to say, liked what he's doing for the movement, and he's unified groups from across this country into what you're seeing here in Iowa. So it's really nice. And we get the coast-to-coast representation, and we're here to make a difference.
My husband was court-ordered to pay child support 5 years for a child that never existed. And it took us 5 years to prove the non-existence of this child.
If there was someone in the White House who was genuinely interested in the children and in young adults, we could change critical policies.
And they will run and not be weary. And we are not going to be weary. We are going to keep running.
And were I president, my first responsibility would be to help take care of you. I want you to have the kind of life that I did.